Arcane Season 1 had it all. It had epic fights, captivating scenes, and amazing character arcs. That's why the show was nominated for multiple awards and won the Outstanding Animated Program at the Creative Arts Emmys. Now Season 2 is in the works and fans can't wait to see what it has in store. Watch this video to find out all that we know about the upcoming season. First up, ready, set, go! The next season of the League of Legends animated series is going to be a riot. Don't believe us? Just listen to the creators themselves. Fans have been hounding the creators with questions about the series. There are dedicated subreddits to discuss the show and any predictions related to the next season. Showrunners and creators Christian, Preco, Link, and Alex Yee decided to add fuel to the fire by holding an Ask Me Anything session on Reddit. They went over all the things they could tell us about Season 2, and it sounds even better than we expected. First, expect some bloodshed. Preco said that Piltover could go to war with its neighboring cities. We're not sure which one though. They can choose to attack Zaun or Noxus or both. After all, Piltover always goes big. Second, there are going to be more scenes. Amanda Overton confirmed that she was hired for Season 2. She wrote the scene between Jace and Mel Medarda in Season 1, Act 2, Episode 5. So if she's back, she'll bring the steam too. Third, we're going to see more of Jinx and Echoes. The audience loved the bridge fight between them in Season 1, Act 3, so much that the creators decided to keep them for another season. But we don't know what trouble both of them will get into now. Fourth, there'll be more magic. After the wizard saved Jace and his mother in Season 1, the creators are excited to bring more magic to the realm. Everything is a little more fun with some pixie dust involved, right? Next up, are you alive? The ending of Season 1 left us all on the edge of our seats. Naturally, fans have been itching to ask about the faith of Piltover aristocrats, and they finally got the chance. The first season ended with the mother of all cliffhangers. Jinx managed to launch a Hex-Tech-powered rocket toward Piltover, but with a very specific audience in mind. He aimed his super mega death rocket at the tower where the council was meeting. While Jinx was sure that they'll get rid of all of his problems, the writers aren't so sure. Preco said in a Reddit thread that Mel can return. This means that he somehow survived the attack. This would have very interesting implications for the future of Piltover and Jinx. Watch out, there's more trouble on the horizon. We also know that the Lady of Clockwork is going to be gracing our screens. Oriana's body is made of clockwork that's powered by Hex-Tech, and we can't wait to see it. Janna will also get a mention sometime in the next season, but we don't know the context in which these two will appear. Our guess is that it'll result in more chaos, for sure. But we won't know anything for sure for some time though. Considering that the first season took 6 years to make, things aren't looking too good. The next season is set to come sometime toward the end of 2023. That's not as bad as we expected, to be honest. Holiday binge watch? We think yes. Coming up, hello there. The League of Legends has 162 playable characters, and yet we only saw 10 of them in the first season. Fans were expecting to see a lot more familiar faces, and this time they will. The writers have confirmed 3 new champions for the next season, but they're keeping the details a secret. Why must they tease us with suspense? Just tell us already. As always, fans have their theories about who's joining the cast, and here are our favorite ones. At the end of Episode 9, we saw an animal-like creature hanging from Singed's laboratory. Could this be a clue as to who the next champion will be? The creatures were furry and had claws. There's a possibility it's Warwick, Vander's mutated animal form. Now, we don't know if Warwick is Vander for sure or if the character is Warwick to begin with, but it's fun to hope, no? We mean, are you even a real fan if you do not layer dealing in theories and lore? But there are some things we do know for sure though. Thanks to the AMA chat, we have some material to fuel our Arcane obsession. The writers stated that the younger version of Silco and Vander will come up. We'll also see Silco being a dad to Powder. This part was skipped in Act 2 because of the time jump, but we'll finally get to witness the early years of Silco's life. Though the main plot revolves around Jinx and Vi, the cast is the life of the show. Let the chaos begin. Not to mention, can I ask you a question? There are so many unresolved questions still hanging in the air though. Here's what we think is most likely to happen in Season 2 after a thorough review of all the theories. The final few minutes of Episode 9 hold all the keys to Season 2. They've left plenty of clues for us to analyze repeatedly. Don't judge us, we need something to pass the time until Season 2. First, we know that Silco's underling Sevica is still alive. Though she's very injured, after fighting Vi, there's a chance she'll survive. If she does, she could take over Zaun and finish what Silco started. The Echo Heimerdinger dynamic is surely going to play out in the new Season 2. 2. The last episode shows them having a deep conversation, and the camera zooms out to Echo's broken stopwatch. We're sensing some foreshadowing here. For those that have played the game, the Z-Drive is a Hextech-empowered weapon that Heimerdinger owns. Could Echo help him build it? There's a possibility, no? We already know a bit about Runeterra cities like Piltover and Zaun, but we could learn more about Noxus in the next season, though we're not sure what role Ambessa Medarda will have in the next season. The last scene is all about Mel Mardarda. We saw a seed of gold plating on her back. Could she use them to shield the Piltover Council and save everyone? We think yes. There's obviously a lot we still don't know, like who's Mel's dad and what happened to Firelights. Sorry guys, we don't have all the answers. Also, old is gold. The 90s were hands down the best decade. It's facts, okay? And it seems the creators of Arcane agree with us. A lot of the show references OG animes that only the 90s babies will know of. Basically, the producers wanted Jinx and Vi to be shown as sisters in their early life, but the writers were worried it would make the show very kiddie, so they had to look elsewhere for inspiration, and what better place to look than 90s anime? For them, anime is the bridge between childhood and adulthood, and that's why it has a unique tone. So Christopher called his co-writer and told him they could take the tone of an edgier anime he used to watch as a teen. It was their eureka moment. The show has elements from different anime. The most obvious ones are Hellsing, Berserk, Ghost in the Shell, Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, and Gungrave. If you're a true 90s anime geek, these names are like the holy grail to you. The writers certainly are. Now you know why something about Arcane is slightly nostalgic for the good old days. The tone is mature, but it still has an air of childish fantasy in it. That's what makes the shoe unlike any other, according to us. And now we know why. Lastly, I think I've seen this film before. Some scenes are direct references to the anime of the past, but it's very much intentional. They're little Easter eggs for the geeks to figure out. For example, the opening scene at the Bridge of Progress in Piltover is a reference for those with a sharp eye. It can be compared to the insane start of Cowboy Bebop's Asteroid Blues episode. In the scene, the main character, Spike Spiegel, is walking around the town in the rain. As he walks, he recalls the recent mission that made him kill a bunch of men for the Red Dragon crime syndicate. Now where have we seen this recently? Do you know what else inspired the show? Peaky Blinders. Yep, you heard that right. The creators are huge fans of the BBC period crime drama, so they tried to replicate the tone in their writing for Arcane as well. Now, who's the Thomas Shelby of Arcane though? But writing the show hasn't been easy. A lot of times, the writers wondered if they pushed things too far. When they wrote the scene where Singed injects Jinx with Shimmer, they were full of doubt. They had to pause for a moment and see if the show really needed that. But they decided to go for it in the end, and we're glad they kept it. Keep at it, you're clearly doing it right. Don't mind us, we'll just be here waiting for the next season and going crazy over new theories in the meantime. That's it for today's video. What do you think will happen in Season 2? Let us know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with another video soon.